my best. You will never lose when you invest in me, we gon' prevail. You niggas been rapping fires, but your flow stale. I thank the Lord, he woke me up, cause someone else ain't see this day. I used to dream about owning a lounge, hope that dream ain't far away.
Hello guys, so this is Sweet Pea Priscilla. I do have a story time for you guys today. This is something creepy that kind of happened to me not too long ago, so I'm going to just get right into the story. So, me, my husband, and our daughter, we basically just went out to eat, and on the way going, I ended up stopping at a store, Family Dollar. And while I was on a specific aisle, looking at a few things, I noticed this tall guy just constantly like walking back and forth with one little box in his hand. So I'm like, okay. So when he walked past like the third or fourth time, I'm like, okay, nah, something ain't right about this dude. So next thing I know, I get to the register, done looking at my stuff, getting whatever I need to get. I go to the register, and I asked him after I paid for my stuff, I'm like, do y'all have a restroom? So he's like, yes. He's like, it's in the back behind the double doors. I'm like, okay, cool. So I go to the bathroom, and next thing I know, I come out, and I looked out of my side vision over this way, like to the right of me, and he was standing right there. Like when you go back there, it's a customer's bathroom and it's a store associate's bathroom. And right there was like this small little office. So he was literally standing in the middle of both bathrooms in the dark. Okay? And I was like, oh, hell no. So that's when I'm walking or whatnot, and next thing I know, he walking out like right behind me. And mind you, like when I came out of the bathroom or whatever, and I looked out of my side vision, he jumped. So, why are you standing in between both bathrooms? Like, it's so much other stuff that you can be doing in the store. Because, I mean, honey, I don't work jobs to know that it's always something to do. So, then, I'm walking down a little aisle or whatever. It's like some little mirrors and stuff like that right there. So, then he gonna talk about something on the back of your pants. Really. Now, I had just checked my clothes, so I knew nothing was on the back of my pants. But I started brushing the back of my pants off, because I'm like, I don't know if you're going to try to touch me or something like that, because, child, I don't know him. You ain't about to touch me. So, then that's when I turned around and I looked in the mirror that was right there on the aisle, and he's like, oh, it fell off. And I just turned around and I kept walking. Like when I tell y'all, I speed walk up out of that store so fast. I sped walk up out of that store real quick. So, going back through, I stopped by the store, asked what's the manager name and stuff like that. And he was like, why, do you have an application, or you want to apply for a job? I'm like, no. So I'm like, okay, I got the information I needed to know. So I left the next day. I did call the store, and the manager's assistant was the one that was there. So, I was like, is the manager there? And she was like, no. She was like, but I'm her assistant or whatever. I said, okay. Well, I'm going to let you know what's going on. So I had let her know, what was going on. I told her the whole situation, the whole story that I just, explained here. So, then she was like, well, this ain't the first time that, the women, done said that he was following them in the store. So she was like, I'm gonna call my manager and, definitely let her know and tell her, this or whatever, have her to call you. So she got my number, my name and my number. And then like right after I hung up the phone with her, I think like maybe 5 minutes later, I had a call come in, and I answered. It was the manager, explained the same story to her. She was like, oh well, I'm gonna deal with this, and I'm gonna talk to him whenever he gets in, and let him know that this kind of thing ain't okay. She was like, you're not the only woman that has called and or basically reported him doing something like this. um so I'm just like, sound like this dude is still gonna have a job. Like, if more than one woman has called and said this particular person, this man, is walking around the store following people, why is he still working there? Why does he still have a job? Because what he did was somewhat considered to be sexual harassment. And I'm like, okay, so I guess I'm going to just, leave a review. So I did leave a review on their website. Not on the website, but like on Google or whatever. I did leave a review. I typed out the whole story, honey, because it's just no reason why you should even be following a woman in the store. Like, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm so grateful and so thankful that nothing happened to me, because I was the only customer in that store at that time. It was only him and another store associate that was working in there. They were the only two people, and I was the only customer in that store. Why are you standing in the middle of the bathrooms in the dark? Why you like keep walking by the aisle when I'm literally trying to shop or trying to look for stuff? That's just, that shit is not normal. Like, that's just not something that a woman goes through. Like, that's just not something that a man does. Like, you just don't do stuff like that to people. Like, you would mess around and run up on the right person, and it ain't gonna be pretty. But I just was like, I'm just grateful nothing else happened. And I just left out the store and reported it. I'm like, if I could have, escalated a situation like that more, then, that's definitely something that I would have done. But honestly, like, I just didn't even know, like, the right steps to even kind of take for something like that. But from speaking with the manager, I'm pretty sure he still got a job. So I do, feel like maybe he doesn't need to have a job. Like, this ain't a 5-year-old following a woman around or whatever and stuff like that and staring at a woman's butt. Like, no, this is a grown man walking around doing this. Like, he needs to be held accountable for his actions. Disciplinary actions, according to the job, does need to take place for that situation and any other situation that has happened to any other woman in the past. So, to all of my ladies or whatever, and my women out there, men, whoever, be very careful. Always be aware of your surroundings, and always make sure you got somebody with you at all times. Just be safe. Watch your surroundings. Everything. So I do want to thank you guys for tuning in and listening to my little story today. Hit the thumbs up, like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you.